Hello. Yes, it's definitely Monday. Can we call it Macho Man Monday, Masculine Monday? Shout out to all the UFC fighters yesterday. Let me tell you something. I watched me and the kitten watched where he watched and he fell asleep. Then I did fall asleep during I think one or two matches because I was sleepy. But I did watch that's sort of bulk of it. And I just want to say it's good to me to see America and see with our military. I always love military dress. I love when they in their dress uniforms. They look groomed, they look handsome, they look at attention, they look orderly. The seeing men walk in and before the day before the press conference and all of that, seeing them coming with their suits and properly attired, standing up straight, not slouching their pants up on their behinds. I don't care what no liberal, nitwit, or effeminate liberal person has to say. I don't even care what the little weak whack anybody else has to say. There has been a parade of not men and effeminate men and out of control, erroneously raised young men that need to see, one, what it looks like to walk as a man, not slouching, not saggy, not ignorant, and hold your head up and look people, in the face, in the eye. Have a firm handshake, firm grip. And it's good to me to see a display of our military, because you will have young people, especially young boys, and I'm not saying, you want your kids to go off, because when when they join the military, it's a chance they might get called into a conflict or something, or to protect. But it sets some type of order and standard, and it's benefits to it. There's a camaraderie. When I'm at the graduation events that I work, I remember the first time I worked an event, and I often see if some of the military don't come in, they come in by themselves sometimes because their family or loved ones might, be in other parts of the country, so they're coming along. But then you always have them come in as a group. I don't care. They be Asian, black, white, male, female, they come and support one another during graduation. They form a bond around the common goal of securing and protecting their country and keeping each other and watching each other's back. Now I get when I hear it's a couple of guys I know that are former military, and they always talk. They have the brotherhood, the family, they really genuinely build that, because I get you gotta trust the person next to you. Now I'm not saying all people, never know, some people have erroneous issues, but you have to have people focused on the common good and then a mutual destruction. I'm sure most people don't want to go and die, so they want to look out, because if you don't have this person over here looking out for you, they gone, you on your own, so you're going to protect them like they're going to protect you. It's something that needs to be taught again for so many different reasons, but it's a good thing to see. And even with the fighting, I heard and it's good sometimes to hear when things happen, if it's ever been done before. They've never had a UFC fight or something like that, but I think one of the former presidents, I forgot which one it was, they had a sporting event or some type of event at the White House. I prefer having fighters at the White House than to have trans people being paraded around on the lawn all day, every day, constantly. Because I vividly remember seeing a trans person out there with fake boobs, and then they took their top off on the White House lawn. What was that? 5 years ago now? Was it 5 or 6 years? I was disgusted. I'm like, this is not what you do. This is not emblematic of American society or culture. That's nothing that we all can get around. Sports used to be and should be something that we all can get around and watch and enjoy. That's what football and stuff used to be. Now I'm not so much. I'm not even into it like that. I never was a big like, I could care less. Like, I root for somebody, but it didn't matter to me because I'm not getting the money that they get for winning or losing. But it used to be enjoyment because you talk smack to people and then you go on to live another day. Now everything is just a reason to either be mad at somebody, or to destroy, or to talk smack about somebody, or to push something on people that should be left for them to do on their own if that's what they so choose to do. So I was glad to see it. I think anytime we get to display, because it's like watching in motion, it's a walking advertisement for the military. So young boys used to be, I remember growing up when boys used to see men, fixing cars or doing different things. They wanted to be men. They wanted to learn. They needed. We don't need no more soft suckery dudes because we have too much going on out here. And when it all goes down, you want strong men. You want men to be able to be like, you know what, this is a job for us, because that's their role. Taking their role from them is taking them out of their purpose, and a lot of them are floundering and failing. And men, I'm telling you, it's time. You got to stand up. Take your balls back from these people. Take your sons back from these people. Because I saw the triflingness. Well, it's so much trifling stuff that the Democrats, and I'm gonna just call it what it is, and I don't care. I know it's people that call themselves Democrats, and you shouldn't want to call yourself a Democrat. I don't care. Go be an independent or something. But to support Democrats, I'm sorry. These niggas, they are nasty. They're nasty. I saw, it's a thing called Beth, a person called Beth, I think it's Beth, running for office in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is jacked up. We already know what Massachusetts time is on. That's why I'm like, what the heck? This is a female playing to be a man that sounds like a prepubescent boy. But the whole video this child puts out is about how if you want to be more than have a rubber stamp for trans, if you want to have more than just paste-ons for trans, everything was trans. Everything was about trans, and that's how they are. They're narcissistic. But that goes down to every freaking faction, basically, that the Democrats push. It's all about them, nobody else. You don't share the world with just yourself. You don't get to push all your foolishness on everybody else. You don't. So all this child was talking about was trans this, trans that. If you want this, if you want trans, I'm running. I'm like, what is going on? Luckily, it was some people in the comments. They were like, "Oh no, we not going for Massachusetts." No, and somebody was like, "No, I gotta hurry up and get out of here." It's not unifying. It's destructive. It's demonic. It's nasty. And you need to pray for these people. First of all, I can't stand the fact that these people have actually preyed upon the minds of these individuals. So when you prey upon the minds of these individuals and make them think that it's okay, you're turning them over into a reprobate mind. So now that they don't understand that just because you want to be that way, not everybody wants to be that way, and definitely leave the children alone. But y'all don't even know how to leave the children alone. You know why? Because Satan cannot reproduce. Satan cannot create anything. So in order to recreate, you have to fill minds with this trans or anything goes mindset. The same way with this crash out thug mentality. The only way you're going to get all this foolishness that you get is to train it and teach it to people. And it's being taught on an overload. Everything that should not be being taught to children is being taught. That's why I don't have no care, let me tell you something, to all mature-minded, God-fearing individuals, all conservatives, all decent people. You don't have to listen to nothing that nobody has to say. And I want you to see my eyes and see them good. See my eye clearing up, looks much better. It's a little cloudy red, but it don't look like it did last week. Their opinion does not matter. They don't have any morals. They don't have any standards. They don't have any character. When they always out here trying to call out people's character because you might not support or like the fact that they're pushing trans ideology on children. You don't want little boys to be running around and fingernail polish your skirts. You don't want little girls to bind their breasts and cut their breasts off or get their ovaries taken out. There's a young lady. She's a YouTuber. And she was a beautiful girl before she got into this ideology. She's binding her breasts, and I think she had the surgery to have her ovaries removed. It's one thing for you to want to be a pretend dude, to get your head dreaded, and to walk around pimping and, whatever. But to permanently alter yourself like that, because one day, if Jesus comes into your life and changes you, you have permanently altered yourself. And any doctor, any Frankenstein, Mr. Potato Head doctor should be sued and dragged and disbarred and their license taken. I think at this point they should be jailed, because that's just very demonic what you're doing to people. I don't care if they want to do it. You cannot. It's sickening. It's sickening. I don't want to hear no defense of these people, because there is none. Their opinions are mute. They are the disgrace, the weirdos, the effeminate, not man enough individuals. Because there's no man, no real man will stand and support and just sit idly by while they push this garbage, knowing that it's going to tear up homes or tear up even potentially their own home. Because one thing about sin, just like a cancer, and we all know it because we're all sinners, sin spreads and it infests things. This thing has become an infestation. So much so to the point, again, I want to say this and I want you to hear me clearly. Any man that wants to or signs up for boys, or they support boys having their penises either tucked or cut off or whatever they do, slit it and fashion it into a vagina, any man, and I'm talking about anybody like Dwayne Wade, I'm gonna put even Magic Johnson in there. I used to love Magic Johnson back in the day. I actually stopped watching basketball with Magic Johnson was no longer playing. But this is what I think about Magic Johnson and Dwayne Wade. They are, you know how you live through your children? You know how they talk about mothers want to live through their daughters? They're living through their sassy sons. Because no man, no real man, whenever I talk to a man, I'm talking about a real man. I remember when I was telling my friend, I said, they pushing transgender. He was like, what? I said, yeah. He just sent it to me. I sent him every freaking thing, because I'm like, you think it's a game? You really think that I'm sitting here fussing about this stuff? You wonder where it's coming from? I'm gonna tell you exactly where it's coming from. So any real man is not in support of that. They're not in support of that. They're not going to stand with a tampon wall wanting to put tampons in boys' bathroom because they know boys don't need tampons. They're not going to support boys cutting their penises off and putting nail polish on. They're not going to support. I saw ASAP Rocky. I saw a picture. I didn't even want to go on to see what was going on. But it looked like his pants was hanging. I don't know if he had on a thong. That's not cute and it's not cool. And I see one of them whole rappers is getting ready to make up a line of thongs for men. Listen here, men, I'm telling you, these simple-minded females, you got to be careful about the females that you align with and listen to and link up with, that you mate with, that you might want to have sex with these nasty women, but you dang gonna sure better strap up. You need to not do it at all, but if you're going to do it, you better take some precautions, because those are the very women that are teaching your sons to be something that they're not. When I think it's Machine Gun Kelly got the babies, all boys with Megan. Is it Megan Fox? He's a sucker. And he might be gay himself. I don't know. Because no, man, all three of your sons are trans. Men, I'm telling you, there's a lot of women, and I'm not talking about the silly women, the liberal lunatic women. I'm talking about real women. Any woman that has some Bible in them and that has some conservative values, traditional values, they're looking at you like, you allowing this? What's up with you? Because that's how I'm looking at all of y'all now. Like, you really gonna sit here and let these women and these sassy men that are sassy and they're looking for additional targets, because that's what they are. These young boys are targets for them, because when you're pushing minor attracted persons, that party pushes minor attracted persons, because they have reimagined the word pedophile, just like they want to reimagine mother and father. This week is Father's Day weekend. They're pushing non-gestating parent to replace the term of father. That's in New York. If they do it in New York, they're going to do it elsewhere. Just like what they do it one place, they're going to do it somewhere else. Men, y'all have got to get up. Y'all have got to stand up and squash this garbage. I don't care what female. I don't care if it's somebody I know that's mad at me. You know I don't give a daggone. This whole agenda is foul, funky, and out of pocket. Ain't nothing changed in the Bible, because God is the same yesterday and today. The same way he ripped up and blew up Sodom and Gomorrah is the same way he's going to blow us up. So y'all better check this foolishness. But men, I'm telling you, stand up, because if you don't, you obviously must be trying to turn little boys into something that look feminine enough for you to be able to say that you're not gay. But trust me, if that's what you want, you're gay.